So here we are on episode number 80, and I know like these big milestones, I usually do a big like fun celebration thing, but today has kind of been a roller coaster ride of emotions for me, and there's a little bit more important things that I wanted to share with all of you other than just celebrating this channel and me and excitement. So I woke up this morning to a Facebook tag that my mom had tagged me in. I had no idea what it was until I checked it, and it was a picture of a past student of mine who had passed away. Many of you don't know, before I started teaching kindergarten, I actually taught a year of preschool. And it wasn't preschool in a public school, it was preschool in a non-for-profit organization called Warren Achievement Center in Monmouth, Illinois. And we ran a preschool classroom for kids. It was actually birth to 5, our kids we worked with. So kids before they went to kindergarten with developmental delays. And I got to know these families and these kids very, very well because I had a caseload of students who came to me 3 times a week for a couple hours, and then the other times throughout the week I got to visit their homes and spend time with them in their homes and doing developmental tasks and therapy type things. And it was one of the most rewarding experiences I've ever had, not just with the kids but with the families. And I got news today that my first student, so this is like in my whole professional career of teaching, my first student passed away at 15 years old. This is my little buddy Joel right here. This is him. I know it's kind of hard to see, but that's us. Look how different I look. Man, that was Joel when he was just like 2 or 3 years old. This was us when we went to the fair together with our class. That was Joel and I. And Joel and I shared a very, very special relationship. Just not because he was my first student only, but that was part of it. But I don't know, something about that kid got to me, and I felt like I made a strong connection with him. And then I got this post tagged me in that Joel passed away yesterday or the day before due to some complications from being sick. But it hit me hard this morning. I haven't talked to this kid or this family in so many years, and I feel terrible about that. But as soon as I saw his picture, like at 15 years old, I knew it. Like I knew who that was right away, and that smile on that face, and like it makes me miss that kid so much more. So the reason I wanted to bring that up to all of you is because to help out the family, because this is not just a devastating blow to them emotionally, but financially. Some friends there started a caring page or GoFundMe type thing. I don't know what it's under, but I'll share the link below. If you are so generous that you want to donate to help this family out, you would, trust me, your money would be going to a great cause. It's going to help with final expenses for Joel and his family, and man, what a rough start to the day. So that kind of put this roller coaster of like 80th episode. I was so excited, and then as my day was down and up and down and up and down, I had the honor, and it truly is an honor, to sit down with 2 amazing musicians, world famous musicians, a musical savant himself, and sit down and play a song with them and harmonize with them, and it was awesome. And I'll put a video clip in here. And I'll talk more about it, but watch this and then we'll talk about who they are. So these two names are known around the country, around the world. It was like, to think that I even had the chance to play music with them was crazy. Like, I'm still shaking and on a high from that. So it's, like I said, it's just what I needed today. Our school hosted a dueling pianos concert today for a past student of our school, Tony Kitanakis. He's an amazing, talented musician and teacher and friend and educator, and he does a program with a musical savant named Tony Deblois. I think I'm saying that right, Deblois or Deblois. If you Google Tony's name, Tonydeblois, you're going to be amazed at what this guy's accomplished in his lifespan. Tony is blind, autistic, and to watch this guy play the piano was one of the most rewarding experiences I've ever seen in my life. Like, we sat behind him so we could see his fingers going, and like, you need to do yourself a favor and check out his YouTube channel. Just YouTube or Google Tony Deblois, and I'll put his channel link below somewhere, or up, I don't know where. But the reason I brought that up today was because that brought my emotions of being down and up and down and up to an all-time high. To go on this low of finding out one of my students passed away, but then to meet this man who has profound special needs, but is one of the most inspiring people I ever meet. And his message through doing this concert was to never give up, to embrace, empower, encourage all these people who you are going to meet along the way who are different for you or different from you. And his message was just that it's okay to be different. It was brought to us through our music teacher, our administration, so thank you to them, but also a good friend of mine, Jen Price, who runs a organization here in town called Special Connections, and it's all about embracing, encouraging, empowering everyone of all abilities. So thank you to Jen and everybody that was a part of this today. But oh, they're so talented. Like, I'm still trying to get through my head that I got to play music with these two guys. And I wish that you could see more, but go check them out on YouTube, because I wish you could see what I saw today. Wow, it was definitely a day for the books on that end. Started out rough, ended on a high note. So thank you to Tony and Tony, not just for asking me to play, but because I really, really, really needed that today after the way my day started with the news that I got. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. So episode 80 wasn't this big woohoo celebration like I thought it was going to be. 81 will be, I promise, because I've got some fun announcements that I want to share with you, and I was waiting to the new year to do that. Happy New Year to all of you, by the way. I haven't been back since the new year. But episode 81 will be more of a pick-me-up. I'm sorry this was kind of a downer, but take it as a pick-me-up, that we can help out a family. And then the way that the message that Tony and Tony have to share with the world about accepting everyone's abilities just totally brightened my day and that of my students, and I hope it does yours too. So check them out on YouTube. I'll link everything below or somewhere in the comments. And it was a one of those days, but I know we all have those. So if you had a rough day, check out Tony on YouTube. If you had a great day, check him out anyway. And if you're feeling willing and generous and can help out the family, I know they would really appreciate it. But that's it for me today. So thank you guys for watching. I know that was kind of a bummer. I wish I had more to share with you. Just I don't know. Savor every moment you have with your students. This is going to sound probably cheesy and cliche, but the moments that you have with these students, the connections that you make, whether you know it or not, they're finding a place in your heart and theirs. And I know that it's been 10 years, but Joel, as soon as I saw that face, like, it made me want to go dig these pictures out. Man, this is a tough one. I guess that's the end of the episode.